Okay, good evening Facebook, and welcome to another card and affirmation of the day with myself, Lady Moonlight. Today's cards I'm going to be using is the Old Faithful, and today's affirmation is the same affirmation as my lashes that I am wearing today, which is the Avira I am resilient. These are adhesive lashes. I absolutely love them. No messy glue. You have a little pen, which is the adhesive liner, which is fantastic. You just draw on your liner, simple, let it go tacky, stick your lashes on, and they're good to go all day long. Absolutely ease for adhesive lashes. So I haven't worn my adhesive lashes for ages, I have to say, but Avira adhesive and magnetic lashes are my go-to if I'm wanting a lash day, let's just say. And these ones are just so pretty, but I love the affirmation, I am resilient. What does I am resilient mean for you? Right? What battles have you overcome? Right? I'm resilient because every time somebody has tried to knock me down in life, I bounce back up. It's because I refuse to allow anyone to put negativity in my day. Every day I wake up and I think this is going to be a positive day, because I don't have time for negativity. I don't have time for negative people. I don't have time for judgmental people. I'm resilient because any negative comments or any negative words or hurtful words, I can just let them go over my head. They're only words at the end of the day. They don't serve my purpose, so therefore they're not important to me. So I'm resilient because no matter what life hits me with, I can bounce back. I'm resilient because despite being registered blind, despite having poor sight, using aids such as a 3 times magnified mirror means I can still manage to put my lashes on, I can still manage to do my daily makeup every day, and I can still do the things that most sighted people take for granted. But I just need to take a little extra more time to do things, and that's okay, because at the end of the day I still get the job done. I'm still able to get up every morning and put my makeup on. Do excuse the noise in the background. My parrot is having I am going to bite the cage and try and escape day. Anyone that knows my African grey parrot knows that he is nicknamed Houdini, because he will always try and find a way to escape his cage. He hasn't succeeded many times, I have to say, but he will continue to now and again just try and escape the cage. So if you do hear clicking, then it is my parrot. He eventually gives up. So going back to I am resilient, make that your affirmation of the day. What battles have you overcome in your life? How many people have tried to knock you down? Have you stayed down or have you bounced back? How many times have you thought, I can't be bothered doing this? But despite that, you just get up and do it. That's being resilient. That's being consistent. It's being, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna own this day. Right? Life is too short. Right? I would hate to go in tomorrow thinking, do you know what, today I could have done this, but I didn't. Today I could have actually done all that, but I didn't. But here's the thing, if you're resilient and you keep going and you keep fighting life's battles and you keep finding ways of doing things and you get the job done, when it comes to tomorrow, you'll have no regrets, because you'll think, do you know what, yesterday I planned to do this. I got the job done. Yesterday, I wasn't going to put my makeup on. I'm so glad I did, because it made me feel good. Yesterday, I was going to put lashes on. I decided not to. I'm glad today I did. So, yesterday I was going to apply for a job. I'm glad I did. I got the job. All these little things are meaning that you're resilient. There's nothing that, we can't do if we put our mind to it. I'm resilient because I've survived traumas that nobody or very few people have ever needed to experience. But those traumas have taught me how to help other people who have got similar traumas. So I'm resilient in that I can deal with those traumas as well. Hello, Lucy. You weren't going to go to the gym yesterday, but you did. See, there you go. Now, what if you hadn't gone to the gym yesterday? How would you have felt today? Probably hit yourself, right? And thought, I should have done, yeah. Yesterday, it was a cloudy day. It was kind of muggy and rainy. And I got up and I think, do I really want to put my makeup on? Do I really want to do my lipstick photos for Facebook? And I thought, yeah, I do. Because, it's a faff getting all the makeup out, right? And it's a faff doing all the makeup. But see, when the job's done, you feel so much better for it. So, my dad always used to say, if you want something done, nobody else is going to do it. Get the job done, you'll have no regrets. It's the same with life is too short. Before we know it, the loved ones that we hold dear are gone. And how many times have you lost somebody in life and you thought, I wish I'd said this before they went. I wish I had an extra day when I could have spent with them. Or I wish I'd made that phone call. Or I wish I had resolved that argument. But now it's too late, right? We live with the regrets. Well, here's the thing. When's the last time you sent a message on multimedia? We all use multimedia, right? But when's the last time you sent your bestie or your friend a message? I can tell you, Lucy sent me one this morning. We contact each other almost on a day-to-day basis. And if Lucy don't hear from me, she's like, in my inbox, are you okay? Blah, 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 right? In doing that, will Lucy have any regrets when I'm not here tomorrow or the next day or whatever? No, she won't. Because at least then she can say, do you know what? Today I'm so glad that I contacted Lady Moonlight. Today I'm so glad that I had that conversation with her. I love you too, girl. Yeah, I must admit, I ain't a gym girl, but I do like to boogie. The kitchen, we've always got music going on in our home, and I was sharing some of my songs on TikTok a few weeks ago, and I got a reply from one of my followers, you need to do more of these. Again, we take it for granted, we might not like our own singing, right? Who does? But then when you put a song on and somebody's saying, you need to do more of these because you've got a great voice, or you need to do more makeup because you look wonderful, blah, blah, blah. It's only when people start communicating you realise just how important your videos are, just how important showing up for your friends is. And it doesn't matter at the end of the day if you get comments or you don't get comments, show up every single day. Do you know, I've loved the lipstick dailies that I've been doing on Facebook because it gets me up, gets my lipstick done and my photos done, because I've been taking photos of all the new shades, especially our duos. I'm wearing Caramel Melt today, which is this little beauty. And right now till Monday you're getting this half price when you buy one of our very pretty, snazzy stiletto lipsticks. I love these as well. I've just finished doing 6 days of these because we have 6 shades, so I did a shade every day. I have to admit, which one do I like best out of both? I don't know, it's hard to tell because I like both. But what I like about this is if you buy one of these, you get one of these half price. So this is just a normal, well, jazzy lipstick. And, wait a minute, this one's, oops, where's this one gone? There we are. Yeah, this one's just a normal jazzy lipstick. Let's put my lipstick down again. Oops, kind of messy now. And then you have, whoops, my lipstick's kind of doing its own thing here. Bear with me, folks. There we go. And then, got lipstick everywhere now. And then you have this duo. No, it doesn't matter. You can have the same affirmation every single day if you like. Sometimes I will have an affirmation that will last 2 or 3 days. But for the sake of my dailies, I like to give people options of affirmations. So for my daily affirmations, I get up in the morning and think, right, what affirmation am I drawn to do today? And I usually ask Spirit because they're great at giving affirmations. And there will be a time when my daily affirmations are repeated at some point. So today's affirmation, I am resilient. Give a month or two, I am resilient might come back on the affirmation of the day. It's whatever I ask Spirit to do for the day. They usually give me a clue as to what affirmation is best for today. And it kind of helps people that don't have or not used to giving themselves affirmations a chance to see what different affirmations that there are. Maybe I've shared an affirmation that nobody else has thought about. So the answer to your question is no, it doesn't matter if you have the same affirmation. If you wake up in the morning and you have a certain affirmation, and that affirmation is repeated every single day, say it every single day, right? Use your intuition. It's not a coincidence if you get the same affirmation every day. Sometimes it's just Spirit putting those affirmations into our head to say, this is what you need for the next couple of days, or this is what you need today out of all days. Yes, I am worthy is a good one. I did that a couple of days ago. And you know what? We are worthy of anything that we want. You know, if we want a new house, why shouldn't we get a new house? If we want to start a family, why shouldn't we start a family? If we want to have our own business, why shouldn't we do that? If we want to pass an exam, why shouldn't we do that, right? But we're so worthy of all of that. So I am worthy is a really, really good one. And maybe you need to hear that every single day. Excuse my birds, they are really, really being noisy today. But yeah, I am worthy is a really, really good one. Yes, I know what you're working on, and it's going to happen. It is going to happen because you're worthy of that. And that's the thing. People, another question I get a lot of is, how do I manifest something? If I want something really badly enough, how do I manifest it? You say it. Remember, whether it's words, physical words, whether it's thoughts, physical thoughts, or mental thoughts, words are energy. When spirits speak to us, do they speak to us in physical form? No, they speak to us in spirit form. It is energy, right? That energy is the same energy that is our thoughts. Our thoughts is the same energy that turns those thoughts into vocal words. So if spirit want us to know something, guess what? They'll use the same energy, put it into our heads. So if we get a thought that we know is not our natural thought, chances are it's spirit telling you what you need to know. For example, maybe you're sitting doing a shopping list. So you're sitting there going, need some crackers, need some milk, need some cheese, need some of this. Oh, and I have to phone my mum today. Now, where did I have to phone my mum come into a shopping list? Right? Was that coincidence? No, it was spirit telling you you have to phone your mum. And then when you phone your mum, you find out that your mum turns around and says, oh, I was actually just about to phone you. And you have that do-do-do-do moment, don't you? And you're like, wow, okay, that just happened, right? So remember, thoughts are energy, energy are thoughts, spirit are energy. So if you keep on getting the I am worthy coming into your mind every day, that's no coincidence. It's spirit reminding you to remind yourself every day that you are worthy of that. And when we turn our thoughts into physical words, that's when the magic happens. Because when we take the mental into the physical and we put it out there, guess who's listening? The universe, right? Guess who helps us manifest things? The universe. Now the universe can also hear our thoughts, right? But how many times have we done our thoughts and we've not really done anything with them? They've stayed as thoughts. So the universe won't interact with our thoughts. If we want to manifest our thoughts into physical and practical things, we have to say it. You know, we have to speak it. And when you speak it and you believe it, excuse me a minute, I need to have a quiet word with Rocky. He knows himself he's been unbelievable today. No, don't be sorry. But yeah, you know, we need to turn our thoughts into physical words, and then it will manifest. You know, and a lot of people will say, do you know what, I feel silly looking in the mirror and saying, oh, I am worthy, or I am resilient, or I am happy, or I am strong, right? You know, but let's face it, right? Models, bodybuilders do it every day, right? You see the bodybuilders, don't you, in the mirror? Oh, I'm strong today, and they're pexing and they're doing this thing in the mirror, right? They are hyping themselves up, and in doing that and hyping themselves up, you know, they are manifesting it. I'm strong enough to win this fight today, and they go out and win the fight, pretty much. So, you know, it's giving ourselves a pep talk every single day. That's what affirmations do. Affirmations give us the pep talk that we need. And then when we say them out loud, we're saying to the universe, this is my affirmation of the day. Make it happen. Because I'm worthy of, you know, getting that. Like today's affirmation, I'm resilient. It doesn't matter. You know, I've been on lives where I've had negative comments. I've been on lives where I've been ignored. I've been on lives. But you know what? I'm resilient enough to not let it bother me. Will it stop me coming live tomorrow? No. Because somewhere, someday, somebody's going to come along and watch my live, or watch my TikTok, or watch my Instagram, or go on to the Mystic Witch on YouTube and watch one of my previous videos, and they're going to say, I'm so glad I watched that today, because that's what I needed to hear. I'm resilient enough to realise that. I'm resilient enough because I have survived traumas that some people would never survive. Why did I survive it? Because I needed to survive it in order to help others to survive their traumas as well. Because unless you've gone through that, unless you've gone through abuse, unless you've gone through bullying, unless you've gone through the negative things in life, how can anyone possibly understand? How can you understand how somebody in the same situation is feeling or is managing that stress or that trauma? You can't, right? My mum always used to say, you know, before judging somebody, walk a day in their shoes. And you know what, she was so right. You know, and a lot of people will say, but don't you hate bullies? Don't you hate abusers? No, do you know what? Hate's such a strong word. But I will sit and pray for them. Because if they are hurting other people, if they are abusing other people or trying to control other people, they can't be happy in their own lives, right? So they have to bring, you know, they are working at a lower vibration. When we work at a lower vibration, we are unhappy, we are on the negative, we're not on the positive. And if somebody's away up here and you're down there, your first thing is, I need to bring them down to my level so that I don't feel so low. So they will do everything in their power to bring you down to their level. Be resilient enough to stay where you are, because your job at this level is to raise them up, not to go down to their level. And sometimes it's just better to walk away and cast a prayer or a spell to say, shine some light on this person, because this person definitely needs some light. This person needs to maybe learn through karma about their actions, and that their actions are going to keep them down here while others rise. Okay? When I was going through 30 years of abuse, my ex did bring me down to ground level. It wasn't a level I was comfortable with. It wasn't a level that served my purpose. I wasn't meant to be dragged to the ground. I was meant to fly high. It was only when I left that cycle of abuse that I started to rise. And I can look above. When you're working at a high energy or a high level, that's when the awakening happens. right? That's when you are closer to the source, you are closer to spirit, you are closer to the universe. You can't connect with spirit if you're down on this level. It's never going to happen. You need to raise your vibration. And part of the way of raising your vibration is daily affirmations. And also doing sky and earth grounding. Clearing your chakras on a day-to-day basis. And you can do that with crystals, you can do it through Reiki healing. I'm fortunate, I'm a Reiki master, so I give myself Reiki every single day. Because if I didn't give myself Reiki every single day, I'm not clearing my channels. And if I have if I've got blocked channels, I need to get them unblocked. Otherwise I can't communicate with spirit and I can't do my readings every day. So chakras hold such a good key as well. You can unblock your chakras as well by using chakra crystals. Now you can do that by wearing a chakra bracelet. The crystals on your chakra bracelet or your chakra pendant are going to clear your chakras on a day-to-day basis, but remember to charge them on a full moon, just to recharge those energies. You can place certain crystals on your chakra points, so you can place a quartz on your forehead, on your crown, clear quartz. You can place an amethyst on the third eye. You can place a lapsuli crystal, for example, on your throat because that is blue. You can place a jade on the heart crystal, on the heart chakra, sorry. If it's the heart chakra that's blocked. Jasper, which is the red, can be on your root, etc. So if you feel that your root chakra is blocked, put red. And any red crystal, any purple crystal such as amethyst will clear your third eye and give you clarity of seeing. Clear quartz is a perfect one for the crown chakra. If you are blocked from receiving energies. And did you know that hair is so important? To keep your hair natural, make sure you do not use paraben and sulfate shampoos. Imagine each tiny strand we have thousands of strands of hair. Each tiny strand is an antenna, right? What do antennas do? They pick up signals, they pick up energy. You'll never see a Native American with short hair. You'll never see a traditional witch with short hair. My hair is always long. I got it cut once when I was going through abuse and I was miserable until it grew back. Why? Because I cut my antennas. Spirit, how many times have we maybe sat and we get tingles on our, we get tingles through our scalp, through our head. Our head starts to tingle, or it's like somebody gently touches your hair. That's spirit connecting with your antennas. That's spirit communicating with your hair. If you use paraben and sulfate shampoos, you're going to block those antennas because your hair is going to be covered in chemicals. So make sure your shampoo and conditioner are paraben free and sulfate free, because those will eventually, parabens and sulfate actually kill the roots of your hair, and it is now known that they cause hair loss in later life. Yep, there you go. You get tingles daily. That's spirit communicating with you. That's them letting you know that they are there. I get them often. You know, I could be sitting watching the television with my partner Mouse and I get tingles. And I know that there is somebody there. Somebody's trying to get my attention. Usually when I'm watching a good movie, I'm like, yeah, they pick their times. But, you know, or a song comes on the radio and I get tingles. You know, because then I realise it's my mom's song or my dad's song or whatever. So signals can come in all different forms. And, you know, it can come through our hair, it can come through our thought process, it can come through our dreams and visions. There's so many ways that Spirit can communicate with you. But the key factor is keeping your chakras clear. That is the key to it all. And I could go on all day talking about affirmations and Reiki and chakras and the importance of keeping your chakras clear or whatever, but that's not going to get the card of the day done. So I'm just going to shuffle my cards, which are the Old Faithfuls, because that's what Spirit have asked me to do. So that's the one that I'm doing. I'd like to do more live readings on my TikTok and Instagram channel. So if you are on TikTok or you're on Instagram, please go along and like, comment and share on my videos so that I can get my lives, because I need 1,000 followers on both TikTok and Instagram before they will allow me to do live videos. Shocking, I know, but I'm getting there on my TikTok because I'm for 450 or something like that followers, which is amazing for me, and to have that many followers. But if I could get to 1,000 followers on my Instagram and my TikTok, then I can do these live on there as well. But right now I'm doing mini versions of these readings every day on there. I know they're your favourites. So I'm just going to give these a good old shuffle. Spirit can also move things as well. The other day I came into this room and there was it was my moon cards. My moon cards were all over the floor. And I had to spend at least 20 minutes picking them up and putting them back on the deck. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I guess I have to use the moon cards today. So Spirit can move things as well to sort of let you know what they want and how to go about it. So yeah, let's just get these shuffled. Okay, there's a card just came out of the deck, so I'm going to go with that one as I always do. Okay, this one is the 10 of Swords. Now this one looks pretty scary, right? But maybe this goes hand in hand with I am resilient, right? This one is basically warning of this is a double-edged sword one, which is quite canny because it is the swords one. You see this person lying quite deflated. He's obviously not in the best of health because he's had it from both sides, right? Somebody's attacked him or his family from the front, but he's also getting a lot of people talking behind their back or whatever. It also talks of doing too much. How many times have we been so busy with our work? We're on the go 24/7, right? So we're going to work, then we're doing shopping, then we're doing cooking, and before we know it, it's bedtime. And then the next day we're up and doing the same thing. And then we don't feel the effects of it, right? We don't really get it until we take a holiday. And what happens? We take a holiday, the body suddenly stops going on full adrenaline, and then we get sick. Now, coincidence? No, it's not. It's the body saying, okay, I'm coming down from being constantly on the go, because I've not had any other alternative but to keep going on the go. And now that I've got some time off, my chakras are like, ugh, deflated. I've totally run out of batteries. In being so busy, I've neglected my health. So I've maybe low on vitamins, I've maybe low on vitamin C or whatever, and so I get sick. And when we're sick, what do? We have to go and rest. We have to recuperate. Our body is a darn good machine in telling us we've done too much. So you either stop or I'm going to stop you for you, right? And that's exactly what the body does. When we are working, if you imagine a car engine, for example, if you run a car and run a car and run a car without giving it any brakes or whatever, without putting fuel in it, without putting oil in it, one, you're going to burn out your engine. Two, you're going to run out of petrol, right? And the car's going to stop. Whether you want that car to stop or not, it's going to stop because it's ran out of fuel. You've burned the arse out of it, basically, right? Our bodies are the same. If we run it constantly, but we don't refuel it, and we don't rest it, we don't let the engine cool down, we're going to overheat, we're going to blow a gasket, right? So when we're working, when we're doing things 24/7, and we're not giving ourselves even half an hour every day just to bring ourselves down, to meditate, to have time for ourselves, to do, have those times where you're absolutely doing nothing but just chilling. If you don't do that every day on a regular basis, and you're continually going 24/7, when you have your holidays, when you have that, I'm not working today, excuse me, my light's just gone off, I'm not working today, then your body's like, finally, okay, let's stop this person right now, and we get sick. And when we're sick, we've no choice but to go to bed, to rest, to recuperate, to take the vitamins and minerals that we need to get better again. Somebody closest to him. There you go. And it doesn't have to be COVID. It can be the cold, it can be the flu, it can be migraines, etc. When I was working full time, I would take every hour, every overtime that I could possibly get, I would take that overtime because it got me away from abuse. But here's the thing, yes, the overtime got me away from abuse, but the stress of work also got to me as well. So it was a double-edged sword. And eventually what happened was I started getting massive migraines, and I would have to cope with going to my work with migraines. In the end, had I kept going the way I was going, those migraines could have caused death, right? Because it was too much stress, too much pressure on the brain. It was my body telling me, you're doing too much. You're not taking time for you. You need to stop. And it was only when I got away from the abuse, and it was only when my vision got worse and I had no choice but to give up a full-time job, that, hey presto, my migraines vanished, right? I live a positive, peaceful life now with a wonderful partner. I don't get stressed. I take time to meditate. I take time to chill out. I take time for me every single day. And in doing that, I don't get sick. I take my supplements every day. I don't get sick. So there is a link between doing too much and getting sick when we do finally take time out for ourselves. And that's the message of this card. The other message of this card is not everybody that smiles and come to you as a friend is your friend. So this card could also be warning of somebody that comes in friendship, but somebody who also stabs you in the back. That will come to you as a friend, gather all the information, only to use that information against you. That's a double-edged sword meaning to the 10 of Swords. 10 is a high number in any deck. So if it was the 1 of Swords, for example, or the Ace of Swords, the impact on our lives would be less. But because we are at the top end of the swords, we're at the 10 of Swords, it's warning you. This is your warning system, right? This is Spirit saying things have to change. You have to wake up. You have to be aware. You have to listen to your body if it's your health, and you have to listen to your intuition when dealing with people that come as friends. It's a true saying, we can count the number of true friends on the fingers of one hand. Think of that. Your true friends. You might say, but I've got 120 friends on Facebook. Do those 120 friends on Facebook message you every day? Or most days? Do they contact you when you're not going live or you're not posting on Facebook? Do they tap on your door if they're local because they haven't seen you for a few days just to make sure that you're alright? Chances are, out of those 120, you'll maybe get 1, maybe 2 that will actually do that. It's those 1 or 2. They're the ones that have your back every single day. They're the ones that are not going to stab you behind your back. They're not going to talk about you behind your back. They're always going to be there for you. They're always going to help when you need that help. They are your daily go-to. As for the rest, watch their words, watch their actions. Do they only come on your page or in life for a coffee just to ask questions? Well, how are you doing today? How's your partner today? Or are they coming to spread a little gossip? Oh, I saw your partner with such and such. Is everything all right with you and them? Right? Planting little seeds of doubt to cause trouble between you and a loved one, or you and a partner, or you and a family member, right? They're not true friends, right? They're the ones that want to plant the seeds and then go away and thinking, job done, right? And then you don't see them again until they want to plant another seed. Those are the friends that aren't friends. Those are the friends that you need to block, right? Because if you don't block them, they're just going to continue putting the knife in. They're just going to continue doing what they do best, trying to bring you down. So whatever meaning this card has for you, I hope that today's card gives you food for thought. I'm always very careful about people that come into my life. Being a reader, I can read people, I can read photographs. In fact, I do a lot of photo readings. And a lot of people will say, how can you do a photo reading just with a photo? Is it their smile? Is it their frown? No. When I do a photo reading, I concentrate on one thing only, the eyes. The eyes are the mirrors to our soul. And if you focus enough on somebody's eyes, you can practically read them. Their eyes will tell you their past, their present, and their future. Their eyes will tell you if they are being truthful or if they are lying. The eyes are the mirrors to our soul, or the windows to our soul. Try it for yourself. Have you ever looked in the mirror at your own eyes? Sometimes when you do that, you'll get flashbacks of past life. You'll maybe get thoughts, memories coming flooding in. Why is that? Because you're looking into your own soul. How many times have we said to somebody, are you telling me the truth? And they say, yeah, I'm telling you the truth. And you say to them, well, look me in the eye and tell me you're telling the truth. And they can't do it. Why can't they look you in the eye and tell you the truth? Because they're not telling you the truth. It's a natural instinct that we shut off. They might close their eyes. Yeah, I'm telling the truth. They might go, yeah, I'm telling the truth. They might look at their phone. Yeah, of course I'm telling you the truth. They're looking everywhere bar at your eyes. It's a natural defense system that we have. When we're not being honest with somebody, we cannot look that person in the eye. It's just a natural thing. It does, doesn't it? I know. You tell Rocky to be quiet and he does the opposite. He's been a rebel today. He's just been in one of those you ain't telling me moods. So yeah, Rocky joins in a lot of my lives. So I hope you found this card an affirmation of the day. Remember, you're resilient. There's nothing in this life that you can't do. Make it happen. And don't put off to tomorrow what you can do today, because you'll only have regrets. Yep, that's most days. It's true. Do you know what? The other day I was doing a TikTok. I had to do about 20 takes because Rocky was in the TikToks. He's, you know, there's no show without punch. Yeah, most days. Even when I'm doing my live readings for somebody, Rocky jumps in all the time. Absolutely all the time. He's actually been in a Houdini mood today. I've actually had to stop him from chewing the cage because he's been trying to escape today. But Rocky's like that. He has days where he's like, will I try and escape, or will I just give myself a rest? Well, today is I'm going to try and escape day. And then Mum comes along and muffles his plans, so then he gets vocal. Parrots are very, very smart. They might have very tiny, small heads, but let me tell you, Rocky is the most intelligent bird that I've ever met in my life. And I have to always be one step ahead of him. Always. Exactly. So, I'd like to thank Lucy for joining me today on live. It's always nice when I've got somebody to sort of talk to, and thank you for asking me questions. I love it when people ask questions because it gets this old brain thinking, and I'm able to answer questions. I'm hoping to do that, as I said, on Instagram and TikTok. So if you're on Instagram and TikTok, please do 3 things. Hit that follow, hit that like and comment, and also if you want to share my profile out, hit the share button and share with all your other followers. If I can get to 1,000 followers, then I can do these lives on TikTok and reach more people as well. So thank you, Lucy, as always, for your support online and offline. Lucy is just such a wonderful friend. She's my bestie. She's my sister. I also have Lady Niabi as well. She works most times, but I love my witchy sisters. I have Lucy, and I have Jen, and I have Tracy, and I have Stacey. I have the 4 main Coven sisters, and I just absolutely adore them. So thank you as always for your support, and I'm going to head off to TikTok and do a few TikToks because I'm sure somebody will be waiting for the mini cards on affirmation of the day as well. Take care, everyone. Love and blessings from myself, Lady Moonlight. Have a wonderful Friday. He's always doing that. He's also trying to learn the Laurel and Hardy song as well. So he kind of, sometimes he gets the Monty Python mixed up with the Laurel and Hardy, and he tries to do both. And it's kind of a wacky, weird song. Always look on the bright side of life. That's a good one. So Rocky has the last say as always. Always look on the bright side of life. Okay, so before Rocky goes into a tangent, I'm going to head off. Take care, everyone. Love and blessings from myself, Lady Moonlight, and Rocky. See you all tomorrow.